The drama was just getting good. Why did you all suddenly go quiet? Well, Your Majesty, it appears that the defense just had a realization of his own. That is, that he lacks the evidence to support his theory. Since he cannot continue his argument, I believe the cross-examination has come to an end.
I'm not done yet.
Oh,
Insidious Pie, thank you so much for those 100 biddies. You have
so sweet.
no idea what's going on. This is called Aviary Attorney. It is like Phoenix Wright, but with birds. It's you are birds in the 18th century, 17th century, the 1800s.
It's like Victorian times.
I always mess it up.
Yeah.
The 1800s, and it's 1,000, not 100. Oh my gosh, this is a big drink. Mm-hmm. And you're solving murders, and it's great. It's fucking one of the greatest games ever made. And Jacques.
See, I had the chocolate wrapper back in my office, and Sparrowson ate it. Stop, JJ. Stop while you have a little dignity. The results of whatever crackpot pseudo-scientific experiment you performed does not constitute valid evidence. I think this trial is over, Your Honor.
About bloody time. You may take your leave, Your Majesty.
Very well. I'm just pleased that justice has been thoroughly served. Until next assassination attempt, adieu, messieurs.
Wait, but what about Sparrowson? I will now deliberate with the jury. Objection! It's me! Sorry, I've always wanted to do that.
Sparrowson, are you okay?
Yep, the doctor said I have an iron stomach. Most of the poison passed straight through me. Speaking of which, I would like to testify on the poison chocolate issue. I even got a doctor's note. See? It's too late. The trial's over.
You can't be serious, Your Honor. The contents of that note could turn the entire trial on its head. You must allow it.
Why are you constantly arguing with me? I thought the job of the public prosecutor was to assist the judges.
I told you, Your Honor, my job is to get the guilty verdict. It is to ensure that justice is served.
I swear you are the worst prosecutor in all of France.
Go ahead, Sparrowson. Read the contents of the note for the court to hear.
Ahem. The patient Sparrowson was submitted to this hospital. The bird hospital.
Yeah, bird hospital.
Bird hospital, where he displayed a variety of symptoms. That's actually signs. He displayed a variety of signs. These included profuse sweating, a rapid fever, and severe nausea. The patient was diagnosed with poisoning, probably originating from a plant known as aconite, aka monkshood, aka wolfsbane. When we questioned the patient, he admitted having consumed a discarded chocolate wrapper, potentially carrying the poison. Examining this is very loud.
I could turn it down in our ears. That's just going to turn it down for the stream.
Oh, okay. I'll turn it back. I think that's where it was. It's very dramatic, though.
Right? How's that?
That's perfect.
Okay.
Examining the contents of the patient's stomach confirmed this to be true. As a mental health professional, I believe this patient to be clinically... we can skip this bit. Yada, 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 yada. Here we go. Signed, Dr. Fallrat.
Thank you, Sparrowson. I don't think I'll even need to question you. Between your note and the king's testimony, every angle of the chocolate wrapper business has been covered.
Awesome. Well, wait, did you say the king is here?
You can get his autograph later.
Right. So what happens now? Do I get cross-examined by the prosecution or something?
To be honest, I see little to cross-examine.
Do your damn job, prosecutor. Cross-examine that annoying little liar of a bird. Tear his testimony to shreds.
Your Honor, he has a note signed by a medical professional definitely proving that the chocolate wrapper from the crime scene was poisoned. We could nitpick the details or delve into the doctor's credentials, but I fear it would be a waste of the court's time. Nobody wants that.
Ugh. So then, what the hell do we do now?
We do nothing, Your Honor. This poison wrapper has introduced an element of doubt into the case. The prosecution must accept that. But is the level of doubt reasonable? Is it significant? I think the members of the jury will agree. JJ's evidence is still tenuous. Tenuous. A step above circumstantial. You have proven a link, not a wholly illogical link, but you haven't proved beyond a doubt that Major Hal was killed by the chocolate. You're still making far too many assumptions. Where is the empiricism that was required by any good court of law? Where are the witnesses who can back up your claims?
Oh, I brought a witness. Maybe she can help.
Is it the Swan? Oh, it is.
Swan. I can't remember. Were you the Swan or was I the Swan?
Why don't you be the Swan?
Hello. You.
Sparrowson, it's great to see you on your feet, and you've been an enormous asset to the case, but what are you trying to pull off now?
Surprise witness.
Surprise witness.
Yeah, I remember you mentioning that Coco Rico liked calling surprise witnesses, so I thought I would beat him to his own game. I brought the flower girl, Mademoiselle Signy, so that she can testify about Prince Juan's character.
You're putting me in a difficult position, Sparrowson. Just moments before you arrived, the court established that Mademoiselle Signy is best as a possible suspect of the case.
What? That can't be right.
Sparrowson, it's okay. Monsieur Falcon, I would like to testify.
You want to testify? Do you understand what you are agreeing to?
I do. I have accepted my fate.
Prosecutor, do you have any objections to me calling upon Mademoiselle Signy as a witness? No, none. Bearing in mind, of course, that you are here to defend Prince Juan, not to convict Mademoiselle Signy. Prosecuting is my job. Of course.
I have no objections either. Please proceed, witness. Speak the oath.
The oath?
Say that you swear to speak without hatred and without fear, to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth.
I swear, Your Honor. I swear to speak without hatred and without fear, to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth.
Good. Very good.
Please state your name and occupation for the court.
My name is Catherine Marie Signy, and I'm a flower seller.
Mademoiselle Signy, tell the courtroom your activities on the morning of the 7th of January.
Very well. I saw the king and his entourage enter the Louvre around 9 o'clock. I followed. When they came to stop at the Salle du Tibre, I stepped forward and offered the king a chocolate. He refused, but a big dog by the name of Major Hal was happy to oblige. The guard died because I, personally, had previously added poison to the chocolates.
No, that can't be right.
I used poison derived from moonchuck, a notoriously dangerous plant. As a flower seller, it was simple to acquire.
Why did you do it, mademoiselle?
Why? Monsieur, people have tried to kill the king before, and people will try again. He's a vile man, has no respect for or love for the people who suffer under him. I did it to better the French people.
I don't believe it at all. Falcon, say something.
Mademoiselle, are you being coerced or threatened? Speak freely.
No, monsieur, I'm confessing of my own volition. It is my guilt and nobody else's.
Intriguing. Pretty convincing. Well, defense, it looks like you've wormed a confession out of this murderous pute. I suppose that it gets your client Prince Juan completely off the clock.
Hook. Good for you.
Lucky you. So, shall we wrap this court session up?
I haven't finished. No, not yet. I have further questions for the witness, Your Honor.
Further questions? To what end? You've already proved your client's innocence.
I wish to uncover the truth.
You aren't here to uncover the truth. You're here to defend Prince Juan, and you've done your job with a disgusting level of diligence.
Nonetheless, I believe that mademoiselle has omitted something of huge importance. I wish to question her further. Something of huge importance?
I won't allow it.
Fine. Can I at least show something to the witness?
You and the prosecutor are a right pair of moralizing blowhards, aren't you? You are doing my head in. Fine. If it will shut you up, I will let you show one magical mystery item to the witness. I can't imagine you'll have anything up your sleeve to change the flow of this trial, though.
Monsieur Falcon, save it. I have nothing more to say.
The tickets, probably. Please take a look at these, mademoiselle.
Train ticket stubs?
Look at the names.
Papa and Maman? In Vienna? Really? Are they really safe?
They are. The tickets were arranged courtesy of the Fox.
Then, that means the wolf has nothing to hold over me. I can speak freely.
Indeed. Go ahead, mademoiselle.
What are you two muttering about down there?
I'm amending my testimony, Your Honor. Members of the court, everything I said today has been the truth. I did go to the Louvre on the 7th of January. I did present a box of poisoned chocolates to the king. Except it was not my own volition. I was threatened. I was forced to carry out the task under threat of harm. You see, my family has been struggling to get by. The winter has been harsh, and my flower business has been struggling. One day, a man approached me, a man I assumed to be kind-hearted. This man offered me 200 francs to get us through the cold. But I could not afford to repay the debt. When I attempted to bargain with the man, he offered me a deal. Assist him with murder, and he would drop all debts. Refuse, and he would ruin me and my parents. I obliged because the alternative meant death for those I love. The name of the man who did this is Judge Romulus.
Oh, shit!
Ha! What a creative story. This is obviously a last-minute desperate attempt at passing the buck. The sheer laziness of this girl to accuse a man she's never met before, she's blatantly floundering.
Indeed, I've heard dozens of these self-pitying yarns during my time as prosecutor. Although, admittedly, this is the first time I had a witness directly accuse a judge. Quite a brazen gambit. But in any case, these sort of stories never turn out to be true. They are always proven to be fabrications born of desperation.
I've never been more honest, monsieur.
Listen, Mademoiselle Signy, I would like to believe your story. But accusing a man, a judge no less, of conspiring to murder the king is a hugely serious accusation. Do you have any proof to support your support? Or your
Proof?
story? You see, the judge lent you money. Then you both must have signed a contract when you made the transaction.
Please.
The contract would suffice as proof.
The contracts were all verbal. He said the money was a gift at first, and only later that said that I had to repay him.
How convenient. Of course, the supposed contract doesn't exist. The Mademoiselle has no proof because her story is a blatant lie. Falcon, you have to do something. Do we have anything to link Judge Romulus to Mademoiselle Signy?
Of course. Members of the court, I know for certain that Mademoiselle's story is true. I can say with certainty that Judge Romulus had made contacts with Mademoiselle Signy in the past. That's because at the very moment I'm holding a key piece of evidence that links Judge to the crime scene.
Jeez.
Oh, directly to the crime scene? The receipt for the chocolates, maybe.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah?
Yeah. I think you should take a look at this, Severin. Me? You don't trust it in the judge's hands?
What? What is that? What does that piece of paper say?
This is a receipt for a box of chocolates from Lander Hagelslack's Chocolate Emporium on 6th of January, met out to a man named Romulus? The writing upon the receipt is clear. A man named Romulus bought chocolates on the day before the murder. These chocolates happen to have been the same brand and flavor as the one that were used in the royal assassination attempt. By itself, this evidence would not have been definitive. It only suggests that the judge had something of a sweet tooth. But taken in conjunction with Mademoiselle's updated testimony, that would imply that the judge was directly involved in the assassination attempt. Judge Romulus, do you have anything to say about this?
Yep. That receipt's not mine. I haven't stepped foot in a chocolate shop in years.
You cannot be serious. This receipt is indisputable proof of your purchase.
Indisputable? Watch me dispute it. What have you there is a scrap of paper with the word Romulus scrawled on it. It is a forgery? Are there simply two men named Romulus living in Paris? I don't have a clue. What I do know is that you have nothing to prove that I was once the one who signed the receipt.
This is absurd. Do you want me to dig up court documents with your signature so we can undertake a handwriting analysis? That wouldn't be possible. I believe this honor uses a rubber stamp for signing off on official court documents.
Heh, that would be correct.
Well, it's no matter. I don't need the judge's signature. I already have in my possession proof that the signature on the receipt belongs to Judge Romulus.
The green pen?
Yeah. Oh, but first things first, I believe you dropped your pen, Your Honor.
Oh yeah, that's mine. Thanks, I've been looking for that thing everywhere.
I thought as much. Mademoiselles and messieurs, mesdames and messieurs, late last night I was assaulted outside Saltpetrier?
Bird Hospital.
Bird Hospital. I did not see the assailant's face, but I did accidentally grab something from their garments as I was thrown into the scene.
Oh, so that's why you smell of fish. I wanted to say something, but I thought it might be rude.
The fountain pen is a very item I grabbed.
Did I say that pen was mine? On closer inspection, I must have been mistaken.
Save it, Your Honor. I am not here to press assault charges. What interests me the most about this pen is the ink it contains. It is emerald green in color.
And as we all know, only baddies write in green.
Well, yes, but more importantly, it's rare and unusual choice of ink color. I would venture that only a dozen people in all of Paris are arrogant enough to write in green. And I would venture that only one of those arrogant people is named Romulus. So, Judge Romulus lacks respect for classic penmanship? What of it? Take another look at the chocolate receipt, Severin. The receipt was signed with emerald green ink.
It certainly is quite a coincidence.
No, there is no room for coincidence. There is no room for doubt. There is only one narrative that can tie this ridiculous string of evidence together. On the 6th of January, you, Judge Romulus, bought a box of chocolates with a custom filling. That custom filling contained poison originating from the flowers of Mademoiselle Signy, a street seller who had owed you a debt. On the 7th of January, you, Judge Romulus, leveraged the debt to force the girl to present the poisoned chocolates to the king. Then, an idiot by the man of the name of Swan framed himself as the murderer in order to take the fall from Mademoiselle Signy instead. You pushed for Swan's guilt by priming a witness, Monsieur Toussaint Kingsley. And when that failed, you pressured Mademoiselle Signy to take the full responsibility for the crime. That is the only narrative that makes sense. Admit it.
Fine. I do admit it. I did it. I purchased the chocolates. I added the poison. I put a peasant girl in debt just so I could force her to take the fall. I was the one who wanted the king murdered. But there is not a damn thing any of you could do about it. I am the one who holds the gavel. I am the one who passes the sentences. With a snap of my fingers, I could have each and every one of you guillotined at the Palace de Austerlitz before nightfall. Who judges the judges? Who stands above me? Nobody! Not even God can condemn me from where I sit so highly.
Attempting to murder a king, corrupting the court, this is what an utterly repulsive individual.
Don't touch me, you dirty pig. You have no authority over me.
He doesn't. I do. Take it away, Inspector.
I'm not done. I'm not done with any of you. You're all guilty. You'll see. A revolution is coming. The rebels will overrun Paris. The king and government will fall. The bourgeoisie will be slaughtered. We shall have a glorious second republic. A republic free of class where everyone is free and equal. Hey, don't touch me.
Just another ranting lunatic. Your Majesty, ignore him. Of course. Carry on, Inspector. Dude, we did it!
Oh, did
you
I accidentally?
I think you did it.
I think I did. What? What happens now? Oh. I guess I'm supposed to take the president's judge duties? Well, given the surprising series of revelations that just took place, we believe the results are clear. We find the defendant, Prince Juan Quierdo, to be cleared of all charges. We therefore find the defendant not guilty.
Yay!
We
not
did
guilty.
it. What? What happens to me now?
Mademoiselle, it's clear that you were coerced. However, you still played a significant role in the king's assassination attempt. By all rights, you must be tried for your own crimes.
I see. I cannot argue.
But as it happens, due process was not followed during this trial session. Judge Romulus thoroughly disrupted the proceedings. Consequently, I believe that most of the testimonies given during this trial sessions would not have seen as valid in court law.
What does that mean?
He's saying you're free to go.
Correct. As a prosecutor, I see no crime to prosecute.
Really? Thank you so much, monsieur. And thank you, monsieurs. Without your help and assurances, I don't know where I would be right now. So, are my parents really in Vienna?
I think so, but you would have to ask the fox for details. I don't know exactly what he arranged. Although now that Judge Romulus presses no set, I suppose your parents would be free to move back to Paris.
Actually, I may follow them to Vienna.
You need a holiday after all this drama?
Well, yes, but I also want to get away from here before the step fighting starts.
You mean the revolution Judge Romulus mentioned? He doesn't seem mentally stable. Pay him no mind.
It's not just him, monsieur. In the streets, everyone talks of an uprising. If you were smart, you would get out of here too.
Thanks for the concern, mademoiselle.
But we're far from smart, so we're staying put.
I see then. Good luck, monsieur, and farewell. Maybe we can meet again when this is all blown over.
Wait, mademoiselle, don't you want to have a quick celebratory drink? Oh, she's gone. So I guess it's just you, me, the fox, and the fox, right, Falcon?
That sounds good, Sparrowson. Take Prince Swan back to the Aviary office. We need to sort out some paperwork with Severin.
Okie dokie.
I suppose congratulations are in order. Uncovering the truth in the way that you did, it was quite a feat. Everything went far better than I could have hoped, but you surprised me at the end with that little lie of yours. Lie? This trial's testimonies are completely invalid. Bullcock.
Bullcock.
You and I both know that this trial has produced ample valid evidence for Mademoiselle Signy to be detained and tried. Even with the coercion accounted for, I bet she would still be found guilty of conspiracy or accessory to murder. So why are you holding back? You know, 10, maybe even 5 years ago, I probably would have prosecuted Mademoiselle Signy. When I was fresh out of law school, I thought my role as a prosecutor was to condemn every potential criminal that came my way. I thought, if the guilty person ends up behind bars or in the hanging dock, then justice has been served. But as I've gained experience, I started noticing the details. The details? The extenuating circumstances, the personal considerations, the gap in the law where, even when due process is followed to the letter, good people are punished and wrongdoers walk free. I hated it, so I changed my role. I decided that I should not strive to secure a guilty verdict, but to ensure that justice is served. I could prosecute Mademoiselle Signy, and she would definitely be convicted, but that would not serve justice.
Oh, you're a good lawyer.
You're a good lawyer, Cocorico. You. Well, you're not terrible, Falcon.
They're gonna make out. They better fucking make out. I must congratulate you, Senor Falcon and Senor Sparrowson. Heh, what am I still doing under that old accent? I of course meant congratulations, Monsieur Falcon and Monsieur Sparrowson.
It's no big deal. We were just doing our jobs.
No, your job ended when you proved my innocence. Everything after that was going above and beyond your duties. Of course I was counting on you to do so. A lesser lawyer would surely have stumbled or caved in. But before I forget, your payment.
Thank you, Monsieur Volpez. This has been a strange case, but I'm glad the truth came to light. I'll see you out.
Wait, Monsieur Volpez, before you go, something's been bothering me. Why did you come to us in the first place? Surely there are much more reputable lawyers out there who could have done a better job. Oh, more reputable than the Falcon that stands before me? Yeah, Falcon's got a sucky track record. True, he does have a mixed record, but his family name is hugely respected in the lawyering world. I chose Monsieur Falcon as my lawyer for that reason alone. Huh? Really? I've never heard of another lawyer named Falcon.
Let's not go down this road, Monsieur Volpez. I don't go by my old name for a reason.
That is fair. We shouldn't be fixated on the past, should we? After all, it's already been gone. It's already been and gone. The future is where our potential lies. That is where we should be paying attention to. A storm's approaching fast. You mean the revolution that the crooked judge mentioned?
Two Flower,
thank you so much for that subscription at 30 months. Have we boinked a bird yet? All visual novels, of course they're lewd. No one's kissed yet.
They're about to.
They're about to. They're about to get some smooches on. Indeed, I dare say that the wolf is right. A rebellion is coming, one way or another. Listen, Monsieur Falcon, you'll probably have a surge of work over the coming days. If you want me to dig up dirt on anyone, please feel free to drop me by my office at any time.
Dig up the dirt?
I am a private investigator. It's what I do.
I'll bear it in mind. Thank you, Monsieur Volpez.
Good day, messieurs.
I'm going to get a drink.
Seriously, Falcon?
What? I was just going to ask if you want a tea or coffee.
I mean,